Welcome to the Voices for Voices podcast, sponsored by Redwood Living. Thank you for joining us today. I am Justin Allen Hayes, founder and executive director of Voices for Voices, host and humanitarian. You can learn more about us and Voices for Voices on our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube channel, and on our website, voicesforvoices.org. Voices for Voices is a 501c3 nonprofit charity organization, and we survive solely on donations. So if you are able to, please consider heading over to voicesforvoices.org to help us continue our mission and our vision to help 3 billion people over the course of my lifetime and beyond. Or you can also send a donation to Voices for Voices at 2388 Beckett Circle, Stowe, Ohio 44224. Or if you have the Cash App, you can reach us and donate at Voices for Voices. Are you or somebody you know looking for a volunteer opportunity? If you are, or if you know somebody, please reach out to us and email me at president@voicesforvoices.org. Now, I founded Voices for Voices to provide a platform for folks to share their stories with others and to help break the stigma around mental health, accessibility, and disabilities, helping people get the help that they need, while also helping them work for and prepare or transition into the workforce with the Voices for Voices Career Center, where we connect talent and employers alike in every industry and job level. And who can forget about merchandise? The Voices for Voices merchandise shop is finally up and running at voicesforvoices.org/shop, where everyday shipping is always free. And again, all donations are 100% tax deductible, as we are a 501c3 federal recognized charity with the IRS. Today, I want to welcome everybody in the United States and across the world to our World Voices for Voices Day on May 25th, 2023. This day is significant for a few reasons. One reason being that on May 25th of last year, we received our 501c3 tax-exempt status from the IRS. Secondly, we wanted to give an opportunity to share again in another way, on another day, all those podcasts with you in one condensed format on our YouTube channel. So on our YouTube channel, Voices for Voices, on this whole day, you'll be able to view Voices for Voices podcast marathon. And we want to showcase those individuals and organizations that are truly making a difference in their communities and across the world. So this is our bonus episode. We don't normally have an episode on a Thursday, but this Thursday, May 25th, we do. So we want to welcome everybody who may be viewing and listening to this podcast for the first time. We ask you to subscribe and share this channel for you, for your loved ones, your colleagues, and your friends, because we do have the goal of reaching and helping 3 billion people throughout the course of my lifetime and beyond. It's a huge goal, but I believe that having a huge goal can help signify and help change. And I wanted to put forward a big number, a big number of people across the world, because at our core, we are very much alike as individuals. And we all go through something. We may be going through something now, we may have just come out of a tough situation, and then in the future, we also may be having tough situations. So this is a platform, this is a way for us as an organization to not just share our story, my story of how our organization was founded, but all the great people and organizations across the world share their stories. By now, you've seen episodes with individuals from as far away as New South Wales, Australia, Warsaw, Poland, Long Island, New York, here in Hudson, Ohio, and many others across the nation and across the world. And that has been our goal from day one. Voices for Voices was started as one single event where we wanted to bring individuals from all backgrounds together and have them be able to share their voice. And so we were able to do that. So whether the spoken word, whether sign language interpretation, whether individuals can play music and that's their way of expressing themselves, they create artwork, whatever that may be, we want to give individuals that opportunity to share. Because everybody, no matter who they are, where you're from, have that ability and have that right to be able to share their story. You've also seen episode, at least one, from an individual who has been incarcerated and is now out and helping others because he feels that is what makes him happy inside. Not just to get out of the penal system, but truly to have happiness and to be able to share with others, to share things in ways that individuals can potentially make better decisions than he had. And that is one of our top downloaded episodes. Within a week, that episode has already surpassed any downloaded episode, audio, video, transcript that we've had. So that tells us that that's important, and there's a lot of people out there that can benefit from a story and seeing and hearing that. So you will see other guests in the future that may have a similar route, maybe a little bit different. But again, when we say a voice for every voice, that's what it means. And again, we all go through things, some a little bit tougher than others, but we all have that opportunity through Voices for Voices to be able to share that voice and that story with the world, with you, with everybody across the world. And so that's where that $3 billion comes into play. So I can confidently say that throughout the course of our organization, starting with that sole single event, the Brand New Day Charity Gala fundraiser in 2020, that until now, with all the platforms that we're reaching, with all the posts that we've done, with all the media appearances we've done, and continue to do, really, and we have reached, in one way or another, we've touched 1 million individuals, whether that is seeing a post on LinkedIn, whether that is seeing an episode here on Hudson Community Television, on our YouTube channel, seeing a post of myself going on a mission trip to Warsaw, Poland, helping some Ukrainian refugees. We are very confident in that number, and it sounds bold to say, but as somebody who has 23,000 followers plus, almost reaching 24,000 on LinkedIn and other platforms growing, that when you add things up of how many people like, share, you check out the reach of how many people that a particular post has reached, and you add that all together and have 265 posts, and you're reaching individuals, and they're reaching their networks by liking and sharing. So I'm confident, and we are doing big things at Voices for Voices. So if you've heard of us, you're not sure what we do and what we stand for and how to get involved, again, at the top of our show, We talked about reaching out. Reach out if you have an interest. If you want to join the movement of helping change the world for the better, please reach out at president@voicesforvoices.org. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to get your story, your experience with our organization, and well as sharing that with the world. And that's really what we're doing. And other organizations do great jobs at specific things, and I think what we do great is be able to reach more people than other organizations, especially for a grassroots organization that started off of one sole event, and just a couple years later, here we are being able to have the blessing and the luck to really get in front of more people through Hudson Community Television. So being grateful for that opportunity has really helped us continue our mission to reach others, reach people we wouldn't necessarily be able to reach. And I know from experience, individuals may like to view things more than they like to listen to things. And what I mean by that, this episode, as well as all of our other episodes, are on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, Voices for Voices, as well as through Buzzsprout. And Buzzsprout is an audio platform that services Apple, Google, Audible, you name it. We're on all those platforms and continuing to grow. And our download rate on our YouTube channel versus our audio platforms, it dwarfs the video and the TV dwarfs what we've received audio. So just that offering and changing that up and trying to do something a little bit different, of taking an opportunity, you don't know when it's going to happen, and you move forward with that. So again, thank you for joining us and being a part of World Voices for Voices Day 2023. This is a bonus episode, and so what you're seeing throughout today, and probably before this episode has aired with our marathon, again, you've seen posts throughout the day. You've seen those are on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Our Facebook and our Instagram handles are Voices for Voices, the word for, F-O-R, and our Twitter is Voices for Voices, but the 4 is the number 4, and so that was taken, the letter, the word for, when we went to create that on Twitter. So you're seeing a post every hour, a new post about somebody that is helping change the world, and our organization is giving that opportunity. They're able to share their story. Individuals like yourself may have sent in your story. You may have sent in a piece of artwork. You may have sent in a short video sharing your story. You may have sent in a blog post or a short story that explains your experience. And so we're taking all that, we're disseminating that, and we're putting that out on this one day, to be able to have one day to really, what we call, celebrating the voice of everyone. Because everyone has a voice. Even if someone is unable to speak with their mouth, they may be able to write, they may be able to use sign language, they may be able to play music. Again, all those different ways, those are all voices. I know some individuals have expressed it's merely for people who can share and speak their story, and that's not 100% the case. So you're seeing tons of content out there, and it's all positive. And so I would ask anybody who has a leadership role at any platform, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok. We're not on TikTok yet, and things may change over time, but please make sure that our content is shared. Please don't block our content because we are sharing positive content. Sometimes that can happen, of maybe our stories of hope and perseverance isn't quite as maybe newsworthy as some other content, but us as individuals, the way for us to thrive is through happiness, prosperity, positiveness, And so I would, again, just reiterate, if you have a leadership role and are able to make that happen and continue that, we are reaching, again, that 1 million mark, but we have a much bigger goal. And so please allow us that opportunity. Give us the platform that we are giving to others to help share our message, their message with others, with an individual, a person that may be going through a time that maybe they're at their last rope of saying, what am I doing here? There's nothing here on earth for me left to do. Everything is so negative. So let's please go ahead and help us change that, because I believe that is a key driver of us helping, again, change that stigma around mental health, giving people the accessibility on websites to be able to, whether they have maybe an eye challenge and they have to have certain programs and the fonts increased or decreased depending on their specific challenge. Give us and give those individuals those opportunities, because I can guarantee you helping others is going to make you feel just as good as it makes us feel. And I can't really go any further really without talking about our merchandise. That is another way that you can help Voices for Voices continue our mission and our vision by checking out our merchandise shop. We have everything from t-shirts to sweatshirts to tumblers to notebooks to bomber jackets to hats, any type of hat that you can imagine. And every week we're adding new products. And so remember, you see that merchandise that you do purchase, those dollars come back to us after our cost of purchasing the item, and that dollar amount that goes into our donation pool, where we're able to help the individuals that are in need of some maybe mental health care and aren't able to pay for that. That it goes towards individuals who are maybe out of that detox setting and they still need a little bit of help. And so by giving an individual a little bit of an inpatient stay in an apartment-like setting, so they can cook and do things like all of us do and we want to do. And so that has a cost to it, between $400 and $500 a month. That's what that cost is. So every dollar that comes in is going to go towards one of those projects, as well as we all, we look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I go back to my teaching. We all need food, water, clothing, shelter, and at the base core level, that's the base of life for us. And so if somebody has a tough time getting food, getting access to clean water, to clothing, season appropriate. If it's 15 degrees outside and an individual only has clothes that are for a season that's much warmer, they're going to be cold. And so we know that probably isn't going to be comfortable for them. And so please, across the board, and you can check all this information out on our website, voicesforvoices.org. There is a good What We Do section that really breaks down the specific 3 overarching areas. We educate, we get individuals help, we financially sponsor them if they need that, and then we help them reiterate and retransition back into the workforce. As individuals may be in between jobs, maybe they got let go for one situation or another, one reason or another, that might not be their fault. And even if for some reason it was something that they did, they still have the right to be able to look and find another job to provide income for themselves, for their family, to reach at the base level, just those, the food, water, clothing, shelter, getting that base set is the key to be able to grow as an individual. So I reiterate, every dollar that comes in through merchandise, through donations, through attending our Super Bowl event of the year, the way this organization started, and that is with our upcoming third annual Brand New Day charity fundraiser gala. And what that is going to have, first off, we are ecstatic to have it in a new location this year. And so all the specifics can be found on our website, but I'm going to walk through some of those for you right now, because some of those are fresh and hot off the press as we go through this episode. So this year's third annual Voices for Voices, a Brand New Day gala fundraiser is going to be held on Friday, October 13th in 2023 from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. This is a Friday, and it will be held at the Leona Ferris Lodge, which can also be referred to as the Silver Springs Lodge in Silver Springs Park. Now, the specific address for that location is 5027 Stowe Road in Stowe, Ohio, 44224. Tickets are available, and they are $150 per person. Again, all of those dollars are tax deductible, or $750 for a table of 6, which gets you gets a discount of what 150 times 6. What that would be, which would be $900 by having and purchasing a table of 6. That gets you down to $750. The tickets you can find are available at voicesforvoices.org/shop, and you'll see right there the icon for the third annual Voices for Voices, a Brand New Day gala fundraiser. And you'll find those tickets by clicking that icon. That will take you to the page. You can decide and choose how many tickets you want to purchase, how many tables that you want to purchase, and then that will take you through that whole process. You'll be able to pay right there. You'll get the confirmation, and then you'll bring that ticket to the event on October 13th. So what's the event going to have? What's going to be at the event? So first off, we're going to have musical performances. We're going to have sign language interpretation. So anybody can view that and see that and really take that information and understand that, no matter what a challenge an individual is going towards. And we're so happy to be able to bring the American Sign Language interpreters from the Kent State University program. And so the students there, the leadership there has been awesome since day one of our organization's starting with our first annual event in 2020. I'm going to give the state of Voices for Voices. So all the accomplishments, all the things that we and you and us, all of us have done together. So we can really talk about all the big things that we're doing, that we are reaching those people. We are getting our message. We're getting your message. We're getting your colleagues, maybe a patient of yours. We're getting those messages out there to the world. And so this is an opportunity for us to share that, again, in a public setting. We are going to be giving our second annual Voices for Voices Ambassador of the Year Award out. And the recipient for that night is the Honorable Judge Allison Breaux. And she is a judge at the Summit County Court of Common Pleas. And she runs part of her duties and what she does as a judge is running Hope Court. And so that is a form of a mental health court for individuals with felonies. And so she'll be able to share how that exactly works and what that means. Doesn't mean that charges are automatically dropped for individuals. My understanding, and again, she will be sharing exactly what that entails, is it gives individuals options that as they're going through their incarceration, to give them an ability to get help, to talk to somebody. We think of maybe hearing the word therapy and saying, oh, I don't need therapy, because it's maybe this taboo word. therapy is nothing more, in my opinion, than sitting down and talking to somebody. So much like we would talk to our friends, our family, our loved ones, our colleagues, associates, that's what it is. That's what my visits are like. It's just talking about what's going on in life. What are some stressful things that you've gone through that are coming up, and really just having a sounding board. So I would again recommend that if for some reason therapy is a taboo word in yours or someone else's vocabulary, that's just the word. That's just what better or worse, that's the word, therapy. But what it actually is from definition standpoint, again, it's a conversation. And I can tell from my experience, and again, just my experience, that I feel a lot better when I leave those sessions because I am getting things out of my mind, out of my heart, out and being able to share that and getting opinions that if there's some maybe risky thing or things that are happening in the therapist's opinion, they will share that with me and they'll veer me into a direction that is more positive, that has a more positive route to it. So we're just so excited to have the Honorable Judge Allison Breaux receiving our 2023 Voices for Voices Ambassador of the Year Award. And you will be seeing a future episode with her sharing much about the Hope Court, what got her started, what has her continuing what she's doing, and how that makes her feel. So we're very excited to have that opportunity to talk to somebody in that position that has taken that initiative, which we have with Voices for Voices. She's taken it with the court system to be able to share and give back in ways that are legally acceptable, but then also help individuals that may really need it, that may just need that help. And I'll say it first and foremost for myself. I need help from time to time, and I would argue that maybe all of us need some type of help, whether that's just a conversation with a loved one, whatever that may be. And so very excited to be able to have her accept that award. Our keynote is going to be given by the Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank President and CEO, Dan Flowers, who will also be on a future episode of the Voices for Voices podcast. We're excited. We had him on an earlier podcast episode before we made a transition into the TV studio. So we're excited to get an update on all the developments and how the Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank, and I believe there's 600 connections and organizations share food and nourishment with individuals in need. We're going to have raffle baskets. Last year was the first year we did the raffle baskets, and they were a hit. They were awesome. We had everything from an art supply kit, which had the most tickets in it. It was just awesome. Every type of art supply you would need. We had a Rockneys raffle basket. We had a Kimball raffle basket. We had Kiko Auctioneer raffle basket, and Redwood Living, who has been our sponsor from day one. They have been nothing short of awesome, helping us and partnering with us from day one. So there'll be opportunities to win the raffle basket items. And again, just want to reiterate, all those purchases, all those donations are 100% tax deductible. So we are a 501c3 nonprofit charity organization. And I say that because we get asked all the time, what's your tax ID number? And so we know that is important when considering if you're going to donate or not, and if it's a reputable organization or where that lands. So this has been the bonus episode for World Voices for Voices Day on May 25th of 2023. We thank you for all you've done for Voices, all you continue to do, And we just look forward to partnering with you in the future, and hopefully be able to tell your story or somebody that you know that can benefit from sharing their story with others. This has been Justin Howland Hayes. I am the founder, executive director, host, and humanitarian of Voices for Voices. And until next time, which will be a short time, just 6 days from now, it'll be another episode of the Voices for Voices podcast. We hope you have a great day, and please be a voice for you and or someone in need.